Alright guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. It's going to be games I recently completed, which is a lie because it's not so recent because it's been quite a few months since the last time one of these. And yeah, as always, I'm quite far behind. So I'm going to try and see if I can talk about some of these as best as I can because some of these were quite a while ago, say months ago. But some were like more recent, so I should be okay with those. So yeah, let's get on with it, shall we guys? I've also been trying to play some more of my PlayStation Plus games. I was looking through my library and I was like, I can't even remember like getting this. It's been like so long ago. That's the problem with me. Digital games, I just forget all about them. Like obviously, when I get PlayStation Plus, I always add them to my library, but a lot of times I just forget all about them unless it's something like really big, like the Final Fantasy VII remake or some other game. What we'll get to here. So um, I guess we'll start off with the ones I've been playing digitally, and I don't remember. I think it must have been over a year ago. For free, you got the Mass Effect trilogy. The is it? I can't remember if it's got a name, but is it the Legacy Edition maybe? Basically, Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3 all HD remasters. So I downloaded that and I played through all three games. So I'm gonna hold this up just because this is the only thing physically for them I've got. Which I really like this little collection here. It's great, really cool. So yeah, Mass Effect. My opinions on the Mass Effect series, I've always been a big fan, apart from woman, what do you call it, Andromeda. I couldn't stand Andromeda. It was a boring game. Beautiful to look at. Weird ass woman character facial animations, which looked really bloody buggy. But like the worlds and that looked nice. It just Mass Effect Andromeda was just really boring. It just didn't connect to any of the characters. Just couldn't really get into it. But yeah, Mass Effect 1, I've played through it once in the past. Mass Effect 2, I've played through it three times, I think, before this playthrough. And Mass Effect 3, again, just one playthrough. So obviously I played them in order. Mass Effect 1 came first. And yeah, I still think Mass Effect 1's still like a good game, a good solid, foundation. Obviously you've got, it's a bit rough around the edges being like the first in the series. Like pretty much like most games are in a series when they're just released like the first game. But yeah, I still really like it. I like the characters; they're still really good. The only thing for me about Mass Effect 1 is the combat does get a little bit repetitive. Like the story and that'll keep you going, the characters will keep you going, but the combat's very basic. It does get a little bit repetitive, but not too bad. Like I say, the story and characters they should see you through, but it's definitely showing its age. Driving the vehicles, it's not too bad. Like a lot of people don't like the vehicle sections. I don't think they're too bad. And sometimes like the map navigation's a little bit off. Like I just sometimes just I was trying to like figure out where to go. I just couldn't figure it out. It took me blooming ages. I just think the layout of the map just a little bit confusing at times for me. But yeah, Mass Effect One still a great start and introduces us to great characters. Like Garrus and I was gonna say Ashley. I didn't like Ashley and Caden was alright, but Ashley and Caden are just a little bit like bland to me. I don't know, maybe because they're human. I think the other species in the Mass Effect series are more like interesting. The Saris and the Solarians. I just find they're more. They've got more personality to them for me. Liara, I love Liara. She's great. She's cute for an alien. She's really cute, Liara. Um, was Tali in this game? I think she probably was. Tali's great. I love Tali as well. She's very mysterious behind her mask. Got a cute as hell voice. I don't know if it kind of sounds like Romanian, but I'm not 100% sure. But she's got a cute voice, and yeah, she's a very likable character, very caring character, I would say, as well as we are. But Garrus is my boy. I love Garrus. Garrus is my favorite. I would say my favorite Mass Effect character, apart from maybe Shepard, because Shepard's great. I always play as the male Shepard, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe Garrus is my favorite. I just love Garrus. Garrus is amazing. But yeah, great start. I still probably give it a solid like 7 out of 10. Just it's a little bit basic now. And I went straight on to Mass Effect 2, and wow, like it's just it's just such a big difference, such a big leap up. Like the combat's a lot more fun. There's a lot more like moves you can do, like spells you can cast. It's just a lot more fun. Like it's just an absolute blast. The gameplay feels like faster paced. It just feels more fluid, like more interesting locations, easier to navigate your map. It just improves the game like in every possible way. It's just like a perfect sequel. Yeah, I still think Mass Effect 2 is an amazing game, absolutely tremendous. And obviously the final part, the suicide mission is just absolutely tremendous. Like it's like the best part in a Mass Effect game is that suicide mission. Amazing. The first time, I'm never going to forget the first time I ever played that. I was a nervous wreck because I knew every single character could end up dying. Obviously, it's not so much now because I know how to keep everybody alive. But the first time playing it, I'll never forget. It's so bloom intense and so nerve wracking. I have to make all these decisions trying to put like assign your squad to like the best, like to do the best like possible task, depending on what skills they have, and it's just very stressful, you know. But yeah, it's great. I got everyone to survive for like the first time ever. So like I say, I knew what I was doing this time. I wasn't gonna make like mistakes that I made in the past to have like people die. So yeah, Mass Effect 2, amazing. I'd give it a 9 out of 10 probably. Absolutely love it. New characters in this like Miranda. Miranda's great. Um, just love her Australian accent. It's amazing. Just a very likable character. Who else was there? Grunt. Was it Grunt? Yeah, you had Rex in the first game, and in this game you had Grunt. Grunt's very entertaining as well. He's a bit of a goofball, but you wouldn't want to mess with him because he'd rip your head off. Uh, but yeah, Mass Effect 2, amazing game. Then I went straight on to Mass Effect 3, and yeah, to be honest, I wasn't that into Mass Effect 3. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have played them back to back to back. Maybe I got a little bit burnt out, but I just found Mass Effect 3 to be quite frustrating. I didn't connect with the characters as much either. I just didn't think there was as much going on with the characters. I don't know, I just think Mass Effect 3 was just a little bit of a letdown. I always remember liking the game, but I always just didn't like the ending of the game. That was the only thing that I remember disliking. I think the combat and that's fine, but I just think there's like too many like annoying enemies, like big enemies that take like absolute ages to kill, like bullet sponge enemies, and I just think it just got really annoying. So yeah, Mass Effect 3 for me just doesn't. It's not as good as I remember. I'd probably still give it like a 6 out of 10. It's just my least favourite in the trilogy, like definitely. But it's still better than Andromeda. But yeah, just I didn't get on with that one too much. But yeah, my experience with Mass Effect Legacy Edition was really good. I thought it ran really well. I think it might have crashed once or twice. I can't remember if it was. I think Mass Effect 2 crashed, and I think Mass Effect 1 crashed once as well. But it's no big deal. I didn't like lose like much progress or anything. Apart from that, it looked really good. It ran well. Can't really complain. I guess it probably got patched. It probably came out buggy, but it got patched, like a lot of games. But yeah, great games, really good. And the next one was, I think it was last month. We got the Mass Effect 2, Mafia 2. We got the Mafia 2 like remaster for PS4 or PS5. I guess it's on PS5 as well. Again, I always remember loving Mafia 2, so I was really looking forward to playing the remaster. And I heard a lot of mixed things about the remaster, saying it's a poor like port of it. And to be honest, I didn't really see it. I thought it was actually pretty good. Again, it's probably been patched. It probably came out like a buggy mess. But yeah, Mafia 2 is, in my opinion, still a really good game. There's a lot of just like driving from point to point at certain times with character dialogue and stuff, but I thought the characters were really good. I love Vito and Joe. They've got so much chemistry together. They're very entertaining. They're always getting up to no good and stuff. Always getting themselves into trouble. That's kind of their thing. That's kind of why you love them. I love the way the game starts when you're like driving in the snow. That's wow, so good. It looks absolutely beautiful. It really does. And there's like a part in the game where you go in prison for a while. I didn't really like that part. It's really just like fist fighting and stuff in the prison until like you get out. I don't know, that part just kind of drags on a little bit for me. And then you come out and the snow's gone, and obviously because it's a different season, I guess, which is a bit of a bummer. I'd kind of like just the whole game to be in the snow because I love snowy environments in games. But yeah, Mafia 2, I still think Mafia 2's a very, very good game. I don't get bored playing a game. I think it was very, very enjoyable. I'd still give it probably an 8 out of 10. Very, very good. The only part I didn't like was like some of the checkpoints can be a little bit weirdly like spaced out. Like you get a checkpoint before you enter the building, and then you're like almost right to the end of the building. You die, and you have to like start all the way at the beginning. I don't like that. That's a little bit annoying because you can die quite quick in this game if you're not like really careful. And there's like a boss fight in a warehouse, which I won't talk about because it's like spoiler territory for the story. But you have this fight in a warehouse, and it is just the most annoying fight ever because you die like so quickly. You've got a guy like throwing molotovs at you and stuff, and you've got like enemies that I'm sure respawn in this area, and it's just an absolute nightmare. So I hated that part. But yeah, still love the game, love the music, the old music. Was it 60s music, 70s music? Very, very good. Fits the kind of like the Mafia feel of the game. So yeah, I love Mafia 2. 8 out of 10. Pity the third one wasn't as good. Never played the first one, but the third one started well and I liked the main character, but it just got repetitive for me. You're forced to do like side stuff to progress. I hate that in a game. As for other like PlayStation Plus games, I was playing the Jurassic World Evolution 2, which I think came out, well, you got on PlayStation Plus like 3 or 4 months ago. So I've been playing that and I was really enjoying that. So I basically beat the campaign and like the scenarios for each like movie, like Jurassic Park, The Lost World, Jurassic Park 3, Jurassic World, and Jurassic World Evolution. I think there's the Jurassic World Dominion as DLC, but obviously I didn't bother with that. But yeah, it's still a really good game as well. Like I think it's a big step up to the first game, which I really liked. It's kind of like similar, but with a lot more like added content. And then the campaign for me just felt more like a tutorial, which I thought was kind of weird. It's not until like you get into like the scenarios it feels more like a campaign. I just don't really know why they called it a campaign when it was felt just more like a tutorial. It was weird. But I like the scenarios for each movie. It was really good. It did feel like you're in that movie, you know. With Jurassic Park 3 you have to deal with like the Spinosaurus and things. So I liked that. Yeah, in my opinion, very good. Probably again 8 out of 10. I think it's just a very addictive game. You like stick it on, and 1 hour leads to 2 hours, leads to 5 hours, and you're just playing it for like a whole afternoon. Great game. All right, so I'll get. Actually, there was another PlayStation Plus game. I did play Biomutant, which again is another game that came out like months ago. I just couldn't get into Biomutant. Like it was interesting, like a beautiful game, like very like colourful and things. I just think the gameplay was very repetitive. Like you create your own like little furry character, and you got like a little sword and things. It's quite charming in that way, but the whole game's like narrated and stuff, and it just gets very annoying. It's not Little Big Planet. You don't have to like narrate like every single thing that's going on. I just thought that got really annoying. So first night played that for about 2 or 3 hours, and I just got really bored and never went back to it. Never went back to it, which is a shame because like I say, it looked nice, very like pretty, very colourful. It just bored me, and the narration was doing my head in. Stick to narration in Little Big Planet, you know. It works in that game, but in this it just got annoying. So like the main reason why I've not been playing a lot of games recently is because this game, Tales of Arise for the PS4, which I got for my birthday, and only like beat it last week. Been playing it a hell of a lot. I think I got about 70 hours into the game before beating the main story. It was quite a long game. But that's kind of like the thing. The Tales games are quite long, which can be a little bit of their downfall for me. Like I do like the Tales games, but I do think some of them can drag on a little bit. And this did feel like a little bit of a drag towards the end. But yeah, a great, like I say, great game, great environments. Obviously, the best looking of the Tales games because it's the proper like PS4 game. Whereas with other games like PS3, like ported to like PS4, kind of thing like Tales of Vesperia and all that lot. Berseria, yeah, Berseria was PS4, wasn't it? But obviously it was an earlier release, so it didn't look quite as good. Yeah, but the characters in this game are really good. The story for me just wasn't. I just didn't get into the story that much. Like I liked the characters, and I liked the characters like interacting with each other. It was entertaining. I liked the stories behind it, like the characters. But I just feel like the main story, it just I don't know, it just didn't connect to me. It's kind of like about like slavery and things, and I just didn't. It just didn't click for me the story. But like I said, I liked the characters enough that I got into like their dialogue. And your main character, like Asphalt, not Asphalt. What the hell is it? What I forgot his name. Alphen. Yeah, it's similar. Alphen and Shion are your main characters. Again, very very likable characters. Shion's got like a curse where she can't like hug people because she's got like a curse on her. She like kind of like things out like forms, so people get hurt when like try and like hug her, which is really sad because I don't know. I think she's really lonely in that way because again she can't like get too close to people or they get hurt with her forms. That's pretty sad to be honest. I feel really bad for her. But the voice acting in the game was really really good. I like the other characters like Eric and Rinwall, Dolphamine, I think that's his name, and Kasara. Kasara's really good as well. Like this really nice, like tough, like knight woman that's obsessed with fishing and cooking. Perfect life. Nah, nah, she's great. Like Kasara was very, very good. Like she comes across as like really like stoic and very serious, but she's got like a very like playful, like goofy side to her as well. So I really like that about her. Um, and also this game has like the cutest bloody owl. Like one of the cutest things I've seen in like a video game in a long time is Blummin' Hootle. Absolutely love Hootle. Hootle's just like the cutest thing, like I say, in a video game for a while. It just obviously it doesn't like talk or anything. It just makes like cute noises and kind of like just hovers around with like a cute expression on its face. I bloody love Hootle. Hootle's amazing. Um, but yeah, I still think this game's very very good. The last quarter was just it kind of like dragged on a little bit for me. Like for anyone that's played the game, it's the part like after the volcano. Like, you go through a volcano, you beat a boss at the end of the volcano, and then you get access to like an airship. And then after that, there's just like so much dialogue, and it got very very repetitive. Like, see, the last quarter, it just felt a little bit of a drag. It just kind of, and it just felt like a different game. It just felt more like a blooming visual novel or something. Just dialogue, so many, like way too much dialogue, dialogue after dialogue. It just felt too much. I swear to God, it felt like an hour before a fight, before I had like the next fight. It was just way too much. So Tales of Arise, great game. I was starting to think maybe this is my favourite Tales game, but for me the last quarter let it down a little bit. So I'd drop it from an 8 to a 7, and I'd probably say I still prefer Tales of Berseria, like overall. But I still think this is still a very very good game. I definitely recommend it. The combat's a hell of a lot of fun. I love the combat in this game. It's amazing. And like the boss fights are really, in my opinion, really well done. Again, sometimes it can be a little bit like spongy, like take a lot, you have to kill. But I still really like it. I'm still going to go back and play some of the like the post game stuff because it's like some other like side quests to do at the end of the game, like post game. So yeah, I'm probably going to do some of that. I don't know if I'll get a platinum trophy or anything, but I will do some of the side stuff because I did enjoy the game. Alright, so what else we got here? I was going to talk about that, but I won't. Because this video's going to be long enough as it is. Basically, in basically October, I played through Doom, the 2016 like Doom again, and I really really enjoyed it. I was going to talk about it here, but I don't really need to talk about it. Doom's amazing. I don't have like an updated opinion. I just think it's as good as I remember it. So next we had Red Faction 2, which I played through like months ago. So yeah, I'm kind of up and down with Red Faction. Like I think the first game was okay, from what I can remember, but it just got really frustrating. And I just remember it being really like good to look at and you could like break through walls and things. It was good for its time, but I just think it got really frustrating. And the PS3 games, what was it, Guerrilla and Armageddon? I thought Guerrilla was good for its destruction, but again I found it quite frustrating. And Armageddon was just very repetitive and very linear, so I didn't really get on too well with that. So yeah, Red Faction 2, I've got to say this could be, and probably is, easily my favourite Red Faction game. This is a really really fun game. Just it's got a lot of like personality. It's got like really like funny characters. And just not like a serious like storyline. Like you get betrayed and you have to like hunt down your betrayer, that kind of thing. It's very basic, but like the dialogue and that with the characters is very funny. It doesn't it doesn't take itself like too seriously. I love the environments. Environments are good. The gameplay is just a hell of a lot of fun. It's over the top like shooting things. It's just absolute chaos. Like dual wield machine guns and that, all that good stuff. And Yeah, like the guy, I can't remember his name. Was it? Can't remember, I really can't remember. Shred. It might have been Shred. It was something like that. But the guy sounds like Jason Statham. Like it sounds exactly like. I don't think it is him. Probably not. But it sounds exactly like him, and I found that hilarious. So I just kept thinking of Jason Statham every time that character was talking. So he's got that same accent. One thing that did let this game down for me a little bit was there's like too many like vehicle sections. Like you have to like obviously control vehicles. There's way too much of that. I wasn't a big fan of that. And there's like underwater like section where you're kind of like in like a submarine kind of thing, and that was just very annoying. That was one of my least favourite parts of the game. But yeah, overall, a great game. Frustrating. Like final boss was kicking my ass. Not gonna lie, he was very hard. Because he like has rocket launchers and he tries to like, just hit you with his rocket launchers over and over again. You have to like trying to like maneuver around this like I don't know, these like structures, trying to avoid his rockets, trying to like lure him in to hit the structures rather than hit you. But yeah, I think this is a solid like 7 out of 10 game. Definitely recommend this one. It starts off with inverted controls, which I actually didn't know. I was actually starting to wonder if there was like no option for inverted controls, but it was hidden in the options somewhere. So thank God for that, because I don't think I would have played for it with inverted controls, because I hate inverted controls. Another game I played through was just finally played for this one. So this is a game from like my high school days that I remember playing this game a lot, but I never like fully completed the campaign because it actually gets quite blooming tough this game. I'm not gonna lie, but I still think this is a good game. Like back in the day, I thought this was just absolutely incredible. The amount of customizations you can do in this game was just unbelievable. And now looking back, it's quite basic. Like there's not a lot to it. You can just like add like different wheels, different like spoilers, add like stickers to your car, but there's not like a lot of options with stickers and things. So it is very basic like now, but back in the day this felt amazing. Um, but yeah, when you play like Need for Speed and that, like newer Need for Speed games, there's a lot more options. So it does feel a bit basic, but yeah, like I really think this is still like a fun game. It feels quite unbalanced difficulty wise. Like sometimes you can win races easy, other times you just feel like you're like miles behind. Like I'm sure the pink slip races in this game's like scripted because I hardly ever won like a pink slip race, and that was just bloody frustrating. Um, yeah, I just had to hope to get lucky with the pink slips because I just found them really hard. Basically, to complete the campaign, you have to get 100 respect of every character in the game, and to do that, you have to like meet like certain requirements. There's one you get like gain respect for like your circuit racing. So if you like win like circuit races, you basically gain respect, and if you lose a little bit of respect. So your basic respect for every character seems to just go up and down, and it's kind of annoying in that way because it's very inconsistent. There's one where you get credited for having a good like a really good car, and then there's like someone that praises your like car collection. So you just have to buy like a load of cars just to like increase that because your car collection like quality increases kind of thing. There's one for like gambling because you like put like wagers and that at the beginning of the races with certain characters. So yeah, there's one for gambling. One respects your gambling ability, but if you lose bets, you lose respect from that person. And there's the pink slip guy, which I think was probably the hardest one to gain respect for because I just lost like so many pink slip races. You know, it's frustrating because I had to keep bloody buying new cars because I kept losing my best car. Bloody annoying. But yeah, overall, very good game. I still think it's a lot of fun. Great music. It's fun to play. Just the difficulty is just up and down. But I still give it a 7 out of 10. So we'll end it with 2 games that I gave up on. Burnout Dominator. The amount of times I've started this game in the past and like I just gave up, it's crazy. It's insane now. So maybe this is finally the last straw. There's just something about Burnout Dominator. I just cannot get into this game. I play it for like an hour or two, and then I just get bored of it. And then I go back to it the next day or a couple of days after, and then I play it for half an hour and I get bored. And I just get bored of this game. I just can't play this game. I don't know what it is about Burnout Dominator, but it's just very repetitive for me. I don't know. Like I guess I've said in the past I'm not like the biggest Burnout fan. Like even Burnout 3 and Burnout Revenge, which and Burnout Paradise, I do like those games, but again I just get bored of them quite quickly. But I managed to play through those games. But this, I don't know, I just can't do it. Just something about this game just does not click with me. So 5 out of 10, probably an average game. I don't think it's a bad game. It's just I just can't get into it. And the fact that I've started it like 4 or 5 times and I've never beaten it, it kind of like tells you something. It kind of like, why don't I learn my lesson? It's the definition of insanity, going back to it over and over again, expecting a different result. The game's just not clicking with me. It's just not. And this game, oh god, like I don't even know why I started this game. Like why I thought it was a good idea. Driver free. Yeah, I'm a madman, an absolute madman. Okay, so this is another game from my high school days. I thought this game was quite fun. Like I remember getting a loan this game from a friend at high school and like playing it over like a weekend or something and just having fun with the game. I probably didn't do the missions. I probably just roamed around killing people, like what you did with Grand Theft Auto and stuff back in the day. But yeah, and I ended up like remember buying the game for myself because I did enjoy it. And I wanted to obviously give my friend the game back, and I just got bored of it. And I remember going back to it like years ago and stuff, and I just got bored of it again and frustrated with the game. And I abandoned this game for so many years, and I decided, you know what, I'm going to go back and give it one more shot. And to be honest, at the beginning, I was kind of enjoying it. Where are you in Miami at the beginning? I think you're in America, and I'm sure it's Miami. Does it even say on here? I don't even know if it says on here. Ah, here we go. Miami. Yeah, Miami. That was the best part of the game. Had some frustrating missions, but overall it wasn't too bad. And it wasn't until you get to France, Nice, where the game just got absolutely insane. I just got so bloody angry at this game. Which is a shame because I thought it was cool having like France in the game, and the last location's Istanbul. So having Turkey and France in one of these kind of games, I thought was really really cool. But sadly, I'm never going to get to Istanbul because I got so bloody frustrated when I got to Nice. Those missions, the difficulty just seemed to crank up like so much, and I just got so annoyed. Like I can't even tell you what I just got annoyed at. I just got annoyed at every single thing in the game. Often like trying to like take out vehicles and things, and I just think you took so much damage and stuff, and it just felt so unfair and so unbalanced. Yeah, I just could not tolerate this game. Like I say, Miami was, I thought it was decent. I had like somewhat fun with the game, but yeah, once you got to Nice, the game just cranks up difficulty, and I just got so bloody annoyed. So yeah, Driver Free, I'm not going back to it. Sorry, if I want to play a good driver game, I'll play Driver 2 or play Driver like San Francisco or Driver Parallel Lines because they're good games. I still think Driver 2 is my favourite. That's just a classic game, you know. Frustrating as well, but I don't know. Driver 2's just got some charm to it, and it's easy, I would say, compared to Driver 3 personally. But that's just my opinion. But anyways, yeah, that is it for games I recently completed. That'll be it for the year. I don't have any like pickup videos planned unless I find something in a charter shop, which it's looking very unlikely. But yeah, I'll probably make another video before Christmas, and obviously I'll be making a Christmas Day video letting you guys know what games I get and what I get in general, like what I usually do. But yeah, guys, yeah, let me know what you've been playing recently. Let me know if you've played any of these games. Let me know what you think of any of these games. Do you like some of these games that I don't like, or do you dislike some of these games that I do like? I always like to hear your guys' opinions. So anyway, guys, yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and yeah, I'll catch you all later. See you guys. Thanks for watching.